Okay,
Alrighty,
I'm hitting.
alrighty. Happy Wednesday! Wellness Wednesday. Miss Hattie and Chris is here to just motivate us with this Wellness Wednesday. They have their own topics ready to go. So I'm just going to start sending this message out to everyone. Throwing it over to you, Chris.
I got it. Thank you. I am so excited. This is Wellness Wednesday. I think we're going to do a recap. I think this might be our last one for a little bit. So unless we come back by popular demand, so just let us know. I've been doing these with Miss Hattie, and Miss Hattie's Tina's mom, and she and I are both seniors, and we love to move because we know if you don't move it, you're gonna lose it. All right. So all these last 8 weeks, we have been talking about how to stay young as a senior. And we don't need to get old. I mean, I don't want to get old. I've got a new grandbaby I need to crawl around on the floor with. Okay. I am doing it. And this morning, I teach an online class for you guys, all you guys here that are listening in at 7 a.m. on Wednesday mornings. And it's called Stretching with Strength. And we picked the topic this morning of sciatic nerve pain because one of our group members is suffering from sciatic nerve pain. So what I did was I created a class around exercises and movements that can relieve that pain. So my class is more like an education on physical therapy, but it's also preventative, how to keep from getting those pains. So in the class this morning, what I was doing was exercises if you have the sciatic pain, but also these same movements keep you from getting sciatic pain, keep your bones strong, keep your muscles strong, keep everything lined up. So Hattie and I were talking about how important it is to injury prevention. So that's solely what it was, injury prevention. And it came up because Hattie has a stress fracture in her foot. So what were we talking about, Hattie? What are you going to do for that stress fracture?
Hey, everyone. Yeah. I guess probably from my running, that's what I was told, that the stress fracture was probably from, and to stay off it. Now, we all know if you don't use it, you will lose it. So how am I supposed to stay off my foot, but still work out? I have 95% more body that's going to say, hey, we're on vacation. And
No.
Just go crazy. And then when I go to get up, oh my gosh, I'm hurting, blah, blah. Nah. So Chris has been helping me to do some exercises that will help me along with that. Because see, we have to, well, I am finding out there's a lot. That's why there's so many doctors, chiropractors, you name it. We have to pick what works for yourself. And I know I have to have my stretch. And now we've learned about the little bones because of the arm. And now the foot, I'm like, why don't we come with a manual?
I love that.
Yeah,
Maybe we need to write a manual. Let's do it.
Yeah. Because we definitely have to do the stretching thing every single day.
Yes.
So
yes.
And all I can do is just pass on what's working for me. And you take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and poof, we have our daily routine.
And that's exactly what my class is. What I'm teaching you all is stretches. I use the word stretch lightly because I love what we call eccentric stretching, which is when you're tightening a muscle to elongate another muscle. I come with a background of muscle activation techniques. And in muscle activation techniques, I find muscles that haven't been working, those ones Miss Hattie's talking about that go on vacation when you sit around too much, I activate them with my fingers. I encourage you guys to look this up. It's muscleactivation.com. And if you have a muscle activation specialist in your area, we're all over the place, let me know. I will hook you up. I'll interview that person for you. I'll make sure it's the right person, the right fit for you. We are all a big family of muscle activation technique specialists, and we love helping each other out. So that is another tool, like Miss Hattie was talking about. What I do goes along well with all kinds of other things, but I actually open up your joint range of motion with this, and I let you live pain free. So unfortunately, Miss Hattie is in Texas. She needs to come to St. Louis to see me. But in what I know to be true, the stress fracture occurred because she's pounding down into that foot. Now, if it was just slowly running causing that, she would have it in both feet. Okay, she has 2 feet. They both run the same way, right? But no,
Absolutely.
it's a restriction in either her ankle, typically her ankle or her hip, but actually her restriction in her shoulder can be playing into this because our
Same
body
stuff.
moves. Yeah, it moves as one unit. So if you're not fully mobile throughout your whole body, your body's going to pick up stress somewhere. And that stress fracture in her foot is her check engine light. Okay. It's just going off saying, we've got a misalignment somewhere. You need to go find it. Chiropractors are a great source for that. And yes, to heal that stress fracture, she needs to stay off of it. But what's going to prevent it from coming back? We've got to get to the root of the problem. So that's where muscle activation techniques, muscleactivation.com, look it up, or DM me. I'll send you a quick video. I'll give you a chat about it. That's a great opportunity, a great way to fix your body and keep it going. I'll be 67 soon. I get to experience muscle activation techniques, but I've been treating people with it for over 16 years. I just love it. So yeah, I wanted to share that tool with you guys that you can use. But like Miss Hattie says, even though you have that stress fracture in your foot, there are other ways to move. Even though you have sciatic pain, there are other ways to move. If you have a bad knee, we've got to strengthen all the parts around that knee. So do not stop moving when you have an injury. We just need to find better ways to move. And she and I can both figure that out for you, because if you give into it, it's no good. That's the end. And it's a long road back. Okay.
Mhm.
So there are all kinds of ways to keep moving. And I know Miss Hattie teaches these exercise classes in these senior centers, and she's had some amazing stories to share with us. Share some stories of what you've seen in these classes.
Yes, I've only been there a couple of weeks, but I was invited during the summer to go to a summer camp because once again, social media, you know, the instructor saw me and she likes what I had, and she has a lot of seniors. Oh my gosh. And a lot of them had given up. They basically given up, not realizing you can still have a life. You just have to alter it. You have to move. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. The first week I went with the 6-week program, a gentleman came in and he had his home health aide with him, and he was in a wheelchair. And I say, hello, are you ready to work out today? Hey, cause you can see he was a grumpy, right up to the movie, grumpy old man. And he says, do you not see the chair? I'm like, yeah. I said, can you move your big toe? He looks at me like I had 2 heads, and it's like, yeah. I'm like, we'll start with the big toe. I said, just let the big toe start and the rest of the body will kick in. The muscle memory will come back. Just put on good music. Well, when I went there last Wednesday, we stood up. It was his birthday, but he actually stood up and was dancing. He was sitting in a wheelchair dancing, and he stood up, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, it was such a good feeling, because that was just one person, and I feel I could do it to so many people, show you a better quality of life. It's just through moving, and I have another class back there, to a different place today. And it's the same thing. It's just moving, just stretching. And then they asked me, why do I use slow music? I use relaxing yoga music. I tell them it's to calm you down. You tell me how you take, some of them take, they do take silver sneakers and some do Zumba and different things. I said, this is to bring your blood pressure down. You come in the house, you're upset. You sit down, put on some light music, breathe, relax, and then you just stretch your muscles out. Oh my gosh, and to look and see them. And then there's one lady, when the fast music came on, I'm looking, I'm like, what were you doing when this music came out? She's like, girl, I was clubbing. I'm looking. See, I never clubbed. I got married when I was 18, so I never knew what clubbing was. I never did it.
That's
But I am
hilarious.
just 100% full of energy, full of love.
And let me give you all a tip. We can all do what you're doing, Miss Hattie, to some extent. If you're mobile and you know a senior that's not, take them under your wing, get them moving that big toe. Start with the toe, just like she did. We can all help people move. You do not have to be an exercise instructor to motivate somebody to move. And see how much joy she's getting from getting that one person to move, to add joy in their life. Let's make this a chain event. Let's change the world of seniors by taking them one senior at a time and getting them to move. And share this with people. Share that it doesn't take, it's not like you have to go do 1,000,000 jumping jacks or 100 push-ups or anything like that. You just have to keep the whole body moving, and you have to move your arms, you have to move your neck, you have to move your legs, you have to move your back, you have to move your feet, you have to move your ankles. But there's so many ways our body moves. I can't even describe how many ways that we can move our bodies.
We don't realize it. And like with the thing with my shoulder, now I have to be, my antennas up. I get in the car. I have to be careful how I get in the car. I'm taking note of everything. I even bought a pillow for the seat. I'm like, maybe I'm not sitting right. And I'm just adjusting, because all of these little movements, I drive in my left hand, and that's the shoulder. I'm like, do you think that could have had anything to do with it? It's like, I'm questioning. Bone just popped. But
keep driving.
This is an everyday thing, and we don't find out this stuff until it's too late.
Exactly. Once that pain hits, like I said, it's your check engine light. I consider myself a muscle mechanic. I look at the body as a car. That shoulder of yours, I look at as a flat tire. Okay. You can drive around in your car with a flat tire, and you can do it for a really long time, but over time, say your axle might break, or I know your front end alignment's going to be out of whack, just like your whole body. So think of when you have an injury, it's like driving a car with a flat tire. Okay. Your body's going to compensate. It will still get you around, but let's back it up so everything else doesn't fall apart.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Because, and I've noticed a difference. One side will become weak. The other side seems like it's getting stronger. It's not really getting stronger. It's getting weak too. You just don't know it. Because one day
it just looks,
what
happened? Better. Yeah, it looks better than the hurt side. I love that. And you do have to move your body equally as much as you can. I know people have limitations. I don't want you to work through pain, but I want you to keep the rest of your body mobile so the pain doesn't start restricting other parts in your body.
Exactly. Right. We need to find out what the pain is from.
Right. What's the cause? What is the cause? So I'm going to mention it just one more time because I love muscle activation techniques. It's my passion. It's based out of Denver. The headquarters are out in Denver. It's only been around about 22 years. And like I said, I've been doing it, practicing it close to 17. And we look at tightness as your body's protective mechanism. So as a muscle activation techniques person, I look at the tightness in your body as a weakness. So that tightness is there because you have a weakness somewhere else. I tell people, respect that tightness. Don't try to yank on it. Don't try to yell at it. Don't try to rub it out, because it is your protective mechanism until we can find what muscles are not working. Once that muscle activation techniques person identifies the muscles aren't working, gets them activated, and we can do this with isometrics too, gets it activated, that tightness goes away on its own. So I'm talking about a particular tightness. I'm talking about a tightness that you have every single day, a tightness that maybe be on one side of your body, not both. I'm not talking about that tightness of, say, your quadriceps or your hamstrings are super tight because you just had an incredible workout the day before.
Mhm.
That is an exercise sore. Okay. That is okay. You want to move the blood through it. You want to stretch a little. You want to keep it moving. In my opinion, you just keep it moving with a different form of exercise, like walking. You don't go back to the squats the next day, but you walk.
Right.
And you keep the blood flowing through those joints. The type of pain I'm talking about is a chronic issue that you have to stretch every single day. And that will tell you that stretching every single day in that one area is not doing anything. Okay. That tightness is going to come back. It's your protective mechanism. And I want you to respect
Right.
it until you get it fixed. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
It does make sense to me. Everything you have said makes sense, because everything is the one side. The messed up is all in here, but it could come the stress fracture, same foot. And it's not like it just happened. It's just now that it's gotten to the point where I'm noticing it every single day. I'm like,
Exactly.
you need to find out what's going on. But it's been going on for like 2-3 months. It could have been from my training for my half marathon or the 10K, you know, but I'm not good. I wasn't going to stop at that point, because I
No,
did
you
mention it
accomplished
in
that.
PT, and he's like, well, you just need to take it easy. Don't do any extra running. But now it's time to take care of the body so we could get to the next journey.
Yeah,
And
you
I have
accomplished.
my team. I might not know much about it, but I have Chris. Chris got somebody. Starz Tina got someone. That's our tribe. Our tribe is to lead us on to victory.
That is true. And like you said, you didn't have the stress factor. It might have been happening while you did your training, but God bless you, you got through those marathons, and now it is time to rest. But you're not going to rest your whole body. You're just going to rest that foot.
Nah. I got to still train. I got to train for International Weekend. That's January.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, let's wrap this up, Miss Hattie, because
Yes.
actually I have muscle activation techniques clients that will be waiting for me in about 10 minutes. So I've got to get to my clients. But we've had 8 weeks of just helping you all stay fit and healthy at an older age. Let's just call us a little older, wiser women in general. And we want you to be wise about your body. We want you to keep it moving. We've talked about our favorite supplement, which is ketones, drinking ketones. Drinking ketones, I'm going to recap this, is a supplement. If you only had one supplement you could take in your life, this supplement only came out, and I even hesitate to call it a supplement because it's an actual fuel. It's not, it's a fuel your body makes, and we've created it identical to your body, and you mix a powder with water and you drink it. But it gives you mental clarity and focus. It gives you motivation to keep moving. That's the energy part. It's not a stimulant, it's true fuel. It gives you better sleep when you need it, which is kind of crazy because you're getting this energy, but you're getting better sleep. It gives you a way to decrease your appetite if you're looking to lose fat. It's a natural appetite suppressant you can get from one meal to the next without getting the hangries. What I miss? I mean, that sounds like a lot that it does. The cool thing is you might not need all those benefits. You might think you need to lose fat, and you start drinking this and start sleeping so good that your body's like, okay, now I'm ready to release that fat because I'm finally getting the sleep I didn't have before. So the ketones are pretty magical in the fact that they go into your body and they work for your body. And we can't always diagnose ourselves, but the ketones can. So if you're going to have a supplement of any sort, invest in pure therapeutic ketones. The ones we love are by Prove It, and we can send you a link because they are magical. I've been drinking them for 8 years and I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, and I've been drinking them for over a year now, and I have no intentions of stopping.
Yeah. And if you join us, we will coach you in every need that you require as far as the ketones go. We know all the experts. We connect you with everybody. We will cater a program to you. We will customize
Yeah.
whatever you want to achieve with these ketones. We find a way you can do it because it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Nothing is. So that's what I love about this whole tribe, because we've got something for everybody.
Right, exactly. Because remember when I had told Dustin that my doctor had said that my calcium levels was down and gave me pills, but I didn't want to take them. And she said I couldn't eat bananas to bring it up. And he gave me something, and I take that. So
Yeah,
over there
it's all,
somewhere, but I drink
yeah.
that, and that's natural, and that's helping to bring it up naturally.
Yeah. So I have to end this because I have to go see my clients. This has been a great 8 weeks. I hope you all learned something from it. Go back and look at our other talks. We have a lot of fun, and we just
let us
have
know if you want us to come back again.
Yeah, back by popular demand.
All right, bye,
Thanks,
Chris. Have an
guys.
awesome day.